Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be when you're perturbed and she's getting on your nerves. What do you do when your girlfriend, your significant other, your wife is just, you're trying to be James Bond, you're trying to be unperturbable, and yet she keeps doing something that really grates on your nerves. You laugh it off, you joke about it, you tease with her, you show that you're indifferent to it and you're not bothered by it, but at the end of the day, she continues to do it. So this email really is about setting and enforcing healthy boundaries, and unfortunately, this guy has missed that in the lessons, missed that in the books, and he's not doing things because you can only laugh off stuff for so long. Because this issue here that's going on with this guy and his girlfriend has been going on for many months that they've been together. So, because he's 44, his girlfriend's 41, but his ex-wife is much younger and fitter, and she has a new boyfriend, but it's obvious that this guy's new girlfriend is very jealous of his much younger ex-wife who's fit and in shape and she's not. So how do you tactfully handle that? Well, let's go through the email. So he says, "Hi, Corey. Thanks to your work, I've been in a committed relationship to a great gal for about a year. I'm 44 and she's 41. I have kids 7 and 9, and she does not have any. My ex and I share custody, are both in relationships, and attend all of the kids' concerts and sporting events." That is awesome that you guys can co-parent that way. Good for you. That is good for the kids. Her with somebody she's happy with, and you with somebody you're happy with. That's the best kind of archetype for the children. Not two parents who hate each other and don't touch one another and never have sex and are bitching and complaining all the time. But both parents being in happy relationships, because the kids are going to model what you present for them. For the last 6 months, I introduced my kids to my girlfriend. She has been going to concerts and sporting events with us. She started 6 months ago making comments about my ex and her boyfriend. Things like, "You used to love that outfit," or "You love that outfit and hat she's wearing for 7 years. He says it was the length of my last marriage. It was something playful to talk about, and I played that James Bond role and just laughed it off or would say something silly in return. He says, however, we are now on month number 5 or 6 of my girlfriend making these comments at every event my wife and her boyfriend attend. Yeah, dude, this has gone on way too long enough. Way, way, way too long. And that's on you for not setting and enforcing healthy boundaries, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm getting frustrated playing the playful James Bond to my girlfriend's commentary about my ex and her boyfriend. I go to these things to enjoy my kids doing them, not to have a conversation over and over about my past marriage. I'm getting close to being perturbed. This ongoing rehashing of my prior relationship is annoying when I'm trying to watch my kids simply play baseball. Is this a sign that maybe my current girlfriend and I are not compatible? It's just a sign that she's breaking your balls, and it's also obvious, especially, well, actually, let me finish the because this email is almost over here, and then I'll give my 2 cents. I'm for not being perturbed, but after so many months of this, I'm getting less interested in going to my kids' events with her. I think this may stem from my girlfriend's own insecurities. My ex is slim and young, and my new girlfriend is older and in okay shape. Yeah, it's obvious that, and plus you have kids with her. So somehow, women always instinctively fear they're going to lose their protector. And also older women always fear younger women stealing their men, especially women that are still capable of having kids, and you already have 2 of them with her. In the back of her mind, she's always thinking, maybe they'll reconcile. Because you guys obviously, it seems, get along well at this point. Even though she's got a new boyfriend, she's probably in the back of her mind thinking, man, they get along so well. Maybe at some point they get back together. So he says, my ex is slim and young, and my new girlfriend is older and in okay shape, but has proven to be more compatible generally to me than my ex was. I haven't spoken to my girlfriend about this because I wanted to maintain the unperturbable position here, but I'm also at wit's end as far as what to do next. Yeah, you should have had this conversation after maybe the third or fourth time it came up, not like 5 months later. So the next time she brings it up, I wouldn't call her out on it there, but when you get back home and nobody's around, you got to say, hey, this has been going on for like 6 months. Every time we get together and my ex-wife is there with her new boyfriend, you're always bringing up some comment about my ex-wife. And it's clear that on some level you feel insecure about my ex-wife. And quite frankly, our relationship ran its course. We got 2 beautiful children. I'm just at my kids' games because I want to support them. We go to their concerts because I want to support them. I want my children to know that Daddy loves them and is there for them. And I want to enjoy my children. I want to enjoy watching them grow up and be a dad. And quite frankly, when we go to these events and you're constantly taking shots at my ex-wife or wanting to rehash things about my marriage, it makes you look insecure. And I don't like it. We joke around and laugh about some of the things you say are funny, but this has been going on for 5 months. And it's like literally every time we get together, and it's at the point now where sometimes I feel like I'd rather just not even have you come to these events because I know you're going to bring up my ex-wife and some kind of comment to take a jab at her. And it's like, I don't want to deal with that. So whatever it is that you feel insecure about, we can discuss it if you like, but it needs to stop. Because if you're not going to stop doing this, then I'm going to have to stop inviting you to these events. And I love you. You're my girl. But I don't want to... It's like you're ruining the experience for me watching my children. And I don't want to get into a bad mood. I don't want to get irritated when we're there. But it's just... It kind of... I know it's not nice to say, but it makes you look like a jackass. And it's kind of mean-spirited. And I don't appreciate it. It needs to stop. So I would appreciate it if you don't have something nice to say about my ex-wife or my kids or my family or her new boyfriend or the time, my ex-wife and our time together. It's like, just keep it to yourself. I just don't want to deal with it. It's very rude. And I haven't said anything. I should have, I apologize for not bringing it up sooner, but it's like, number one, you need to apologize to me and you need to promise to not ever do this again. Because I want to go and enjoy, because kids they're young for such a small period. From the time kids are 5 to 12, that's like the best fucking years of their life, and it passes so damn fast. And those moments are precious. And every time I'm trying to have precious moments with my children, you're trying to take a jab at my ex-wife because you feel insecure about her for whatever reason, and that's just not cool. It has to stop. It can't go on. That's what you're going to have to say to her. You're going to have the direct conversation. It's not about getting angry. I wouldn't discuss this there in public, because especially if you're in the bleachers there watching flag football or something, you don't want to involve the other parents in your conversation. You want to do it when it's just you and her, and you can check her in a loving way and talk it out and hash it out. But she needs to stop. And you need to stand up to her in a loving but firm way and let her know her behavior is inappropriate. It makes her look insecure, and you're just over it. It's going to stop. It's going to stop, or she's not going to accompany you anymore on these outings, or at least any of them for the near future. That's how I would handle it. You don't just sit there and take abuse like that, because that's a buzzkill. And it's like, you don't want to be... Dude, I'm telling you, man, you got like about 7 years. It's like when your kids are old enough to walk and talk and their personalities are developing and everything that they say is cute and funny and endearing. It's like, you don't want somebody pissing in your Wheaties when that's going on, because you're going to blink and this period in your children's life is going to be over, and you're going to be going, damn, I wish I'd have spent more time with my kids. You will get there. Even as much as you spend, you'll look back and go, God, I should have spent more time. I shouldn't have worked that weekend. I should have gone on that trip. Should have gone to that game. Should have done this. Went to that recital or whatever. Go to as many of them as you can, because, like I said, you got about 7 years where just they're fucking magical years, and when you get older, you'll regret every moment that you didn't spend with them. It's really precious. So if you got a question or a challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon.